In this video, we are highlighting the amazing Holland America line Koningsdam entertainment options, which are incredible and unique to Holland America. We'll also do an interview with the Cruise Director Jayme McDaniels. Nobody does entertainment like Holland America. I was absolutely blown away with the entertainment options. I was so impressed, in fact, that I went to nearly every performance available. From the moment you step on the ship, you can really tell Holland America places a high priority on entertainment. You know how most cruise ships play popular songs, but it's always a cover band? Not on Holland America. The music that plays throughout the ship is the actual popular recordings, and it really adds to the ambiance. Even the decks are music themed. There is something for everyone on the Koningsdam, from classical music at the Lincoln Center to the B.B. King Blues Club, which also features comedy and game shows, to crowd-pleasing hits at Billboard On Board. But I have to be honest, my favorite thing every evening was to rock out at the Rolling Stones Rock Room. Where else can you hear hits from Metallica to Bon Jovi to Elton John all in the same night? This is the place to get your party on. If you are a music lover, this cruise ship will feel like heaven. I would start off my evening at the Lincoln Center stage right after dinner. It was so relaxing, good way to take that, food and get it settled in. But then it was time to party. And you would go every half hour to a different area. So it's all on the schedule. I would start out at Billboard On Board. Maybe they were playing songs on the piano from the 80s. Maybe they were playing from the 90s. Maybe they were playing 50s. Maybe they were saying, pick a song and we will play it. And then 30 minutes later, I would move over to the rock and roll room from the Rolling Stone Rock Room, and I would be rocking out from Green Day to Metallica to Michael Jackson. And the people around me were all my age and older, and we knew all the songs. It's like it was taking us back to when we used to rock out from elementary school, high school, to college. So then you go over to the B.B. King's Blues Club, and they are such talents. You know every music because you've heard it through the grapevine. I know you have. All the songs, and then you just go back. You go back to Billboard. You go back to Rolling Stone's room. You go back to B.B. King. And then when it's all over, it turns into a club. I am telling you, I will say it again. If you are a music lover, this cruise ship will feel like you are home. You have found your place. Not only did Holland America partner with Billboard, but they take things a step further for their shows as well. While most cruise lines have the crew put on shows, Holland America has hired professional entertainers, and you can truly tell the difference. I wish I had footage of the dancers for you. The performances that they put on every night were the most incredible things I've ever seen on a cruise ship. I thought it was So You Think You Can Dance. That's how great they were. But don't take my word for it. Let's hear from Cruise Director Jayme McDaniels and watch all the way to the end where you can see the quality of the entertainment for yourself.
This is Music Walk. So here on the Pinnacle class of ships, we have developed this ingenious mode of entertainment. It literally is a mode. You are going to walk through a music experience, and it starts in the late afternoon and early evening with Lincoln Center Stage, where you have the classiest, elegant, most refined music, and also they take some nice modern pop songs and they restring them. Actually, it's called pop restrung into even a bohemic version of these songs. But you start there, and then as the night progresses, you move into Billboard On Board, which is our cooperative pianos, two pianos playing together, and they're singing the top hits for Billboard. Everything that's gone up the charts, and even including country and some jazz, and then even songs that didn't even quite make the charts. And then we also do all requests there. Then you jump over here to Rolling Stone Rock Room, where we're at right now, and this is where you get hard. I mean, we go totally into classic rock and roll. You know, of course, you've got the Stones, you've got Bon Jovi, the Beatles, you've got, even as I was saying, Lenny Kravitz. So this is where it really gets the night going and people just jam out. But then...
Do they take requests?
They will take requests. Actually, the other night, they came to us because somebody, a guest, had requested Bohemian Rhapsody, and the band was like, we need a gong, because you got to have the gong at the end. If you don't have the gong, you can't do it. So, and that was a request from a guest that they wanted to do that. So, and of course, if people have special occasions, they'll come in and say, hey, my wife loves this song, and if they don't know it right away, they'll work on it by the end of the cruise. And that's a big thing to say about the Holland America Line experience. If you let us know, we will work on it and make it happen. And that goes from entertainment, food, beverage. We want you to have a wonderful time, no matter what the request is. We'll do our best.
So suppose that it's a little too hard rock for people in here. Where should they go?
So we have some options. Like I was saying, Billboard On Board, that's more acoustic. You have the two pianos. You got rid of the metalosity. You remove away from that. Then the Lincoln Center stage is the perfect place for that. That's where you can really sit and even have a nice glass of champagne and really enjoy that smoother, more serenadal sound.
So the style of this music walk is very similar to something that you'd find in Nashville, where you can go from bar to bar. And so tell us about your thoughts behind that.
So that was exactly what we were going for. It's kind of the bar hop method of entertainment. We wanted guests to not have to spend all their time traveling to their next music venue. We wanted them just to stand up and literally move over, or you don't even have to move. If you're here at Rolling Stone, you can still hear the music that's going on at Billboard and vice versa. You don't have to get up and move. So that was the beauty of it. We took out all the time that it took to get from one to the other, and you just sit right here, sit and park, and really enjoy it. So that's been an amazing transformation in terms of music and what we've been able to do on board. And it's revolutionized what we do here on Holland America Line.
Now I imagine someone who's watching this might be thinking to themselves, since they don't see everything, well, how can you have the heavy metal playing right next to the billboard? So how does that timing work?
So we time it out very specifically to the moment. We will start one, say at 7 o'clock, then 7:45, Rolling Stone Rock Room volleys it literally over to Billboard On Board, and they pick up the beat right at 7:45. So there's no chance that you're going to get bombarded or with music constantly. But you do go from one to the other. There are times whenever Billboard and B.B. King's All-Stars are playing, but they're in separate venues, so that doesn't really pose a problem there.
And the way that venue works, that can be rented out, and it becomes different venues as well.
Yes. B.B. King's, which is our main venue on this area, is rentable to groups. If you arrange with headquarters in Seattle, they can take care of that, and it goes through our events coordinator here on board. We've had some groups as small as 6 who reserve it for a time, and that can be on a sea day or a port day. And as many as, we had a group of 900 who came on board, and they used that venue as well as our world stage, which you're going to see in just a little bit.
Okay, and you have comedy there, you have, what types of things happen in that room?
So at B.B. King's, like I was saying, it starts with Lincoln Center Stage, early afternoon into the early evening. Then we will go into comedy and also game shows we do there as well with our entertainment staff. They will host those. And then after the laughs at BB's, then we move into B.B. King's All-Stars, and we get the night going. And then after that, it even becomes a dance club where we have Dance to the Hits. So it will take you from literally 3 o'clock in the afternoon all the way up till midnight and beyond.
Great. Jayme, you have more to show us?
Absolutely. Let's get going.
Okay.
Well, hello and welcome to the world stage. This is a 270-degree immersive theatrical experience. LED panels everywhere you see around you to fully immerse the guest into the theatrical entertainment experience. So in here we have our Step 1 dance company, which is a company of dancers professionally trained that are in, they do lyrical, they do ballet, they do contemporary, they do modern, and they do ballroom. And they do 4 shows here on the stage, and they really elevated the experience on board in terms of art. Then we also will do special events if we have a singer on board, a guest entertainer, and we also will do illusionists. We've had classical pianists here on board. This is also the space where we do EXC talks. And EXC is Exploration Central. We are taking where we're going on the ship, but we're bringing it to you here on board to immerse you into the culture with vivid imagery, compelling stories, and dynamic interviews. One is we talk about is the origin story, which is the first 150 years of Holland America Line and how diversity shaped us and molded us into where we are today. And we also will have cultural ambassadors here on board when we go to exotic locales like Hawaii, Alaska, Tahiti, Europe, wherever, you name it, we have them here on board, and they do these really amazing talks about the history, the culture, and also many wonderful things about them. Then we also have naturalists who come on board, especially when we're in Alaska, when we go to Hawaii. They'll talk about the migration of the whales that we encounter so much on our travels, as well as other things that you can find not only in the water, but also when you get to port. We also here do our cooking shows, port to table. And here at, we have a stage that comes out with a full-on semicircular kitchen, and we do cooking demonstrations based on the region where we're going to be traveling to. So tomorrow we're going to do a discussion all about tortillas because we were just here in Mexico. And when we were in Alaska, obviously we do lots about fish. When we go to Hawaii, we talk about tropical fruits and seafood and luau's. But that is another way of taking the onboard experience and the shore experience and bringing them together harmoniously. You'll even find port-to-table menus in our dining room, so you can experience that. And I also know that we are in the development of, like say when we're in Alaska, if you go on a shore excursion, a fishing excursion, you can bring back that fish on board and it can be prepared by a Holland America Line chef on board. So these are things that we're all developing and are truly exciting, but it's all about immersing the guest in the experience, not just here on board, but on land as well.
This video is part of a series on the Holland America Koningsdam cruise ship. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell to be notified of future videos. Of course, if you have any questions, please comment below and we'll answer right away.